just tell everyone kind of your background and your experience with animals?
Yeah, it depends how far back you want to go.
Let's go back to when you were a kid. 'Cause
Okay.
Did you have special animal connections?
Yes, I did. When I was a little tot growing up in Minnesota, my best friend was my little overgrown Chihuahua named Tiny, and I loved this dog. It was just like I could speak freely to that dog, and I felt like in the environment I was in, I couldn't really express myself that easily, but whenever I was with my dog, I just felt free. And I felt like I have such a good friend here.
Yeah, you know, animals are great like that, aren't they?
Yeah,
They're
they
really,
are.
really good friends. All right, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, that's okay. So anyway, we had cows. I grew up on a dairy farm, and I found that I could express myself very easily to these animals. I mean, things that I wanted to say, but when I was in the house, I kind of felt like, you know, I had to watch what I said, and maybe this was not okay or that was okay. And so I was always a little bit on guard. But when I went out to the cows, I mean, they were amazing beings because I could go out there and say, you know what happened at school today? And if you've ever been around cows, they are the best listeners ever.
Really?
They just go, I mean, they have a lot of curiosity, right?
Yeah. Yes,
Fears,
they're very
they're,
curious.
they're like, what? And I'm like, oh my gosh, you're interested in what I have to say. So that would make me actually speak more, and I could really articulate my thoughts better. And I thought, wow, I actually can speak well when I'm in an environment that is totally open, non-judgmental, when I feel safe. And so that's where I really knew I had an authentic voice. And then I'd get back around people, and myself included, we have this judgment, you know, so you can pick up on that with people. It's like when you feel like they're judging you, I would kind of shut down a little bit, and my truth didn't come out. So I always have loved animals.
Great.
Yeah.
So you were on a dairy farm. Did you go into the animal science university, you know? Did you continue on in the dairy farming industry?
Well, you know, my dad wanted me to. Sorry, Dad. But he wanted me to run for the Dairy Princess and all of that. And I never liked milk. It made me sick. I mean, eating dairy products actually really made me feel congested and just not good. And I thought about, well, maybe horses. So I actually went to the University of Minnesota in Waseca, and I did light horse management, thinking I could somehow weave a career with horses. But that didn't really work out either, and I went on for quite a few decades, actually. And then I thought the best way that I can help animals is to become a raw food chef or a vegan chef and show people some amazing meals that they can eat and really enjoy and really feel satisfied without having to eat animals.
Wow, now that's powerful.
It was the last thing in the world I thought I'd be doing,
Right.
because I never, you know, I ate out of boxes. I was like pretty much everybody in the 70s and 80s. You go to the store and you see, you know, what will last on my shelf for a couple weeks so I don't have to go back to the store.
Right.
And that's who I was. And my health was starting to go down. In my 40s, 50s, I could see it's like I started putting on weight. I'm like, what's up with that, man? I was a skinny rail in high school. What's going on? But it was all these packaged foods. And so I started to, I went to the Living Light Culinary Arts Institute, and I wanted to learn how to feed myself, finally, and nourish myself at a deep level. And the people at that school would actually put a lot of care into preparing the food. They were still very fast, but they put the care into it. And I thought, if you are what you eat, if you're putting care into your body, you're not only caring for the animals, because you're not killing them and confining them and torturing them, but you're actually really caring for yourself.
Right.
And feeding so many other people at the same time. So it's like a win-win-win. The environment.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're not only caring for your own body, nourishing your own body, but you're also definitely caring for the animals. And